What's up, guys? Just really excited for the season. Just want you guys to know that I'm working really hard. We're going to have a great season, and let's go Browns.
Well, he looks like Baker Mayfield. He doesn't sound like Baker Mayfield. I'll tell you what, Baker Mayfield can do anything he wants and wear and say whatever he wants as long as he continues to deliver on the field. Welcome to Overtime, everybody. I'm Tony Zarrella. Look, next year, the Browns are going to unveil a new look. When teams change uniforms, they have to wait 5 years before they can change them up again. So that gets us to 2020. You go back to 2015. The last time they did this, I can't speak for everybody. I can speak for me. And upon further review, and this replay didn't take long, I wanted a redo almost immediately. And I think they're going to get them right next time, maybe with the help of this guy right here, Codey Dauch. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
You're a graphic artist, and you have some ideas on how they should look, where they should go. But I want to start with your background, because how'd you get into something like this?
So I've been drawing since practically I can remember. So big into the comic books, superhero stuff like that. It's been my thing my whole life. Also a huge Browns fan as well. So sometimes they just kind of go hand in hand. Just kept drawing and, trying to make a career out of it. And here I am. Before we show some of the looks, what was your reaction in 2015? At first I was like, okay, they're kind of cool, but like they're different. And then I started, missing the old ones, especially since they kept losing in them. So
you think that might be a factor, because then you start really longing for the old days.
Exactly. So yeah, you always get really nostalgic when things aren't, the best. So hopefully they realize, and sometimes you got to go through those mistakes to better yourself. So hopefully they figure it out this time.
I get it. You're not always going to get everything right. You try changing things up, but I told you this already. I can't get past the word on the front. I just don't like it. I love Cleveland. I don't think you have to put it on the front. To me, it looks like a high school jersey. Sometimes when they go to the color rush, then it just says Browns. We just saw the Jets unveil theirs, and they got New York, even though they play in Jersey. I just would like to go back to the 80s and ditch the word.
Yeah, and I agree for the most part. I know when in my designs I have that. I was just trying to keep up with what the color rush basically is at the time, because they do have that. But I agree. Keep it simple.
All right. I want to go there. That's what I want. Okay? Yeah. I know I'm old school, but that's what I want. I just want the dark brown with the white numbers, and the white pants. And then when they hit the road, go white and white. Okay? What do you think? Am I too old school?
So my favorite color is orange. So I like all orange. So I like the Brian Sipe. That's taken, my inspiration's usually the Brian Sipe and the color rush.
Well, this is your color rush right here.
Yeah, that is. I know for some purists that it's too much. That is very orange, but I'm a sucker for orange, so I love it.
Well, you talk about being inspired by Sipe. I like that, by the way. I really do. They probably were there once or twice a season.
Yeah,
right?
That would replace if. And my idea is, my concept was you have the color rush. Everyone loves them. They're great. It's a great idea. Just variate it. Like you have what should be your jerseys. Just I'm going to show you the light. So if they're going to wear their color rushes as a primary home, like that's basically their color rush. I just threw it in there. But if they wear that at home, do the all orange. Why not? Go crazy.
I like the all orange. What I don't like about this, respectfully, I don't know if we can go back to that. Again, I would go to the white numbers.
Yeah.
That's me.
And
I'd get away from brown and orange, which I don't think predominantly brown with the orange looks great.
Yeah, and I tried that, and I think it's with that white and that orange, I think they clash, if that makes any sense. I do like the simplicity of like the hard colors. So, but I do like.
I love that.
Yeah, I love an all white.
I love that look right there. Daniel's on here. He says he's with me. Can you bring back the old ones? Somebody just asked Derek, can you draw up a Super Bowl for the Dog Pound?
Yeah, maybe one day.
You can draw anything. Look, the Browns have seen your stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
What's the reaction been?
Telling me to keep up the good work. Just loving what I'm doing, and who knows.
Now you work for BigPlay.com.
Yeah, I do graphic art for them. So anytime they need a picture for a certain article, I'm their guy.
And obviously they give you some leeway here to do stuff on the side. What's your ultimate goal here? I mean, do you want the Browns to call you and say, you know what, we love this idea from you, we're going to go with it?
Oh, absolutely. I would love that. Working for the Browns would be an absolute dream. It's one thing I'm passionate about. Like I have been passionate about comic books and drawing my whole life. That would be an awesome thing to accomplish.
Is that how, in your opinion, this happens? Where you're putting this artwork out there, you're hoping that it sparks. What if somebody takes your idea?
So the nice thing is that the Twitter community has been very awesome, and obviously I watermark a lot of the stuff I post online, unless it's somebody buys something from me. But the Twitter community has been pretty nice, and if they see anything like that, they'll notify me immediately.
Mm-hmm. I mean, right, because but these are so similar to right. The brown and brown they've worn those, right?
Yeah. So this is just their color rush. I didn't do anything crazy. I just
Okay.
wanted to do pictures of them in their color rush.
So what's your favorite?
I like brown top and orange pants. I like that Brian.
Oh, so that's the Brian Stipe thing.
That's that Brian
the
Stipe
orange
look.
pants. You like it too, Dulce?
I do.
It
just pops.
That's it
I
right
love it.
there.
Yeah,
Although,
I love it.
Although I'm going to repeat myself.
White numbers. Yeah.
White numerals because, and I still don't really like the brown and the orange together. But what would you do? And then I'm going to duck after I ask this question. What would you do with the helmet?
With the helmet, I would keep it the same. Sometimes I'm back and forth on it. Do I want the brown face mask or do I want the white? I think the white looks amazing on like the Chiefs helmet, and I think that would if they didn't do. I've never been a big fan of the gray, so I would do either the white or the.
Didn't Sipe have the white? Didn't they have the
yeah,
white back
yeah,
then?
they had the white for, I think, up until like the 2012s at least.
Yeah.
I know in like the 50s and 60s it was the gray face mask, but it was white up until I think Brandon Whedon.
You know what's funny? You go online and you'll see a lot of comments and blogs, and do the Browns have the worst uniforms in sports? And I'm thinking, you're out of your mind. When they go back to that dark brown jersey, that's one of the most iconic jerseys in
Right.
sports to me.
Yeah, and I think, and going back to my roots as a comic book artist, I think the most iconic superheroes have the most simple costumes, There's just two-tone color schemes on most of them, like Superman, Batman, Flash. They all have perfect costumes, nothing crazy. So that's cool. I've always thought that if you were going to make a good, football jersey, go with
Did you
that
draw
style.
this?
Yes, I did.
Can we go back to the team photo for a second? So who'd you put in here?
So with that, that was for an article for BigPlay.com, and this is basically where I got my idea for the most part of the Avengers mashup with Baker Mayfield. It'd be Baker, Odell, Jarvis, Miles, and then looking back would be Frankie and Kevin Love.
And these jerseys, by the way, these T-shirts, they're available.
Yes.
Where do people get them?
BigPlay.com.
Okay, so easy to remember. But when it comes to any kind of Browns, it's not official gear, but anytime you have the Browns likeness, you can't sell that, right?
Yeah, but
Oh,
I don't think it's anything Browns on it.
no, I understand. I'm saying you can't. You don't want to sell your ideas right now, but unless it's to the team.
Yeah.
But in terms of you put together a Baker Mayfield picture. Let's say you want to sell a poster of Baker Mayfield, and it has NFL logos on it or whatever. You can't sell that, right?
Right. I can't put any type of logos. I don't know.
What do you have going with Baker Mayfield jerseys right now? What are you doing?
Nothing crazy. We would like to get in contact with Baker about those shirts and maybe do some type of proceeds with this charity. I think he works at the Special Olympics. So we would like to contact him, but, he's a hard man to reach.
Well, he's in town now because they're working out again. So
Yeah, that's true.
Swing by Berea. You might get him. We're going to take a quick break. It's literally 30 seconds and then a few more looks with Codey Dauch. Stick around. All right, back here with Sandusky native Codey Dauch, a graphic artist who works for BigPlay.com. Like your reactions on Facebook. One lady, Beth, just weighed in that she loves the Cleveland, what would you call it, superheroes?
Yeah, just super Cleveland.
What haven't you drawn that you want to draw?
Well, It's always been my goal of mine to work for Marvel or DC, drawing Batman or Superman or Spider-Man or the Avengers. But really, I just love art. So anything, I'll draw anything and do anything that just lets me, express myself artistically.
That just came easy to you, like when you were young?
Yeah, I guess so. The earliest memory I can think of would be like my mom. She's okay at drawing, but she would draw me pictures. Like I'd ask her to draw Batman, and I would trace it. And I think that's how I developed an artistic itch, I guess.
Batman, the Joker trailer dropped last week.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Can't share it with you, sorry, but check it out if you can. Joaquin Phoenix is the star. He's spectacular. What'd you think of that?
I think it's awesome. I like art pieces, and I know this is going to be like a Taxi Driver meets the Joker. So it'll be pretty interesting, especially with a character who he doesn't really have an origin. So like that's why he is so evil. But I'm really curious to see how it is, because the last Joker they had was not good.
Well, and here's why I asked, because yeah, it is. I've read that it, compared to Taxi Driver, it's just a guy driven into submission by society, and he finally snaps, right? But that goes away from the old Michael Keaton Batman, Jack Nicholson Joker, who fell in a vat of acid and had to paint his face, right?
Yeah, well, still my favorite Joker, by the way. But yeah, he's a lot like Batman, to where he's a character where he's so durable, so you can do practically anything with him, and at the end of the day, he's still the Joker.
I really veered off here. I just wanted to ask you.
No, that's okay.
Because I didn't know if in the Batman comics there was a storyline of how he became the Joker. They've changed it. There
are some things here and there. Like there's a book called The Killing Joke where it explores the Joker's origins, but you don't know 100% if that's the truth, because he's so crazy. It's just like when Heath Ledger, how did I get these scars? He's got like 7 different stories about how he got them. It's just who the Joker is. You don't know. He's just a wild card.
All right.
So
no wild card for the Browns, by the way, next year. It's a division title, and that gets me back to the uniforms.
Hope so.
All right, so let's go through them again. What's number one for you? If you were sitting with the Haslams right now in their creative team, and they said, give us your top look, what you want us to wear, which one would you present?
I would definitely present the Brian Sipe style, for sure. And a close second would probably just stick with Color Rush, keep it simple. You already have gold. Fans like me and everybody else already love them, so why not keep with what you got,
So you wouldn't do these?
I would as well. I'm not a big fan of white pants. Maybe it's because we're just so used to seeing them. They play them every week. But I mean, I honestly, like, if they did any type of rendition or variation of what I made, I mean, I would be perfcally fine with that, to be honest.
But this is number one for you.
Yeah, that one is absolutely number one.
And I'm going to be in the room with you and convince you to go to the white numerals. If you want the orange pants,
no, absolutely.
That's cool.
We can,
go to the white numerals.
It's called brainstorming.
What do you think of these? You made them, so I'm assuming you like them.
So my idea was, okay, so you got these, I'm just doing different colored variations, They tried doing that with the past, but you got the right design now. Might as well try it. And I mean, I prefer the orange and the brown pants over the orange and the white, because it looks too much like a creamsicle to me personally. But the all white with the white pants, I think that's really cool.
The all white is my favorite. I got to be honest with you. That is, and then that's spectacular.
Yeah, it's very clean.
It is. It's sharp, man, and not that different from way back in the day, right?
No,
not the Reggie Langhorne Browns.
No, they're very simple. Like, I mean, they used to wear the white helmet. Like, they were just straight white, But
good stuff, man. Yeah. And keep us posted on how this works out.
Yeah, cross your fingers.
What would you do with the tribe, real quick? We don't have any drawings, but would you change anything with the Indians?
Well, I mean, I grew up a Wahoo fan, but I'm not going to go there. But I would definitely change the C, for sure. It's very simple, very like bland, I guess.
We get back to that 70 C.
Yeah, I do like that. I do like that a lot, although it does look like a boomerang to me in a way. Yeah. So maybe I would modify that in a way. But yeah, they need to figure something out for sure.
Really? You definitely think they need a change at some point?
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love the tribe and everything like that. But it sounds like we're at a point where like we got to rebrand.
Well, I think that with the split vote amongst the fan base about the Cheap Wahoo issue, well, that's going to take away from anyone's appreciation of the Block C, which it doesn't
Right.
bother me, but I understand if you were a Wahoo guy,
Yeah.
now you say, well, this doesn't do it for
Yeah,
me.
and like
So-
I grew up. I mean, when I was a kid, I didn't have the Browns. When I was 5, the Indians were.
They were it.
They were it. So I grew up on Wahoo, and he's one of the people I would practice drawing all the time. I could never get it down. I probably still couldn't to this day. I don't know why. But no, I mean, it's just, sometimes you just got to live and learn, I guess.
Good stuff, man. And I love the red jerseys that they've gone to.
Yeah, those are nice.
That's
yeah,
spectacular.
those are really nice.
All right, Codey Dauch, thanks, man. From
thank you.
BigPlay.com, you can go online and check out especially that the superhero Cleveland sports figures. I mentioned the Tribe because coming up on the CW43, am I looking at the wrong camera? Is it here? Come on, Dulcie. It's my fault. It's right here. I watched
good.
the show back, and I'm like, why am I always looking over here? Go to CW43. I'll see you there at 10:45. We're talking Tribe and the bullpen and much more coming up at 11:20 on Cleveland 19. We'll see you then. Thanks.